with the proper papers and the proper background work, clearance from the Navy, from the Army, the FBI, a place to go, an employer, money, and a statement you say you won't be on welfare, then you could go under those circumstances. And during the course of 3.5 years of the camp, we experienced about 45,000 people did leave the camp, which left over 55,000 in the camp. So what happened to the people in the camp? They stayed. They said they don't know where to go. They got no money. They got no job, so they stayed there because they were fed and clothed anyway. So those 55 plus thousand people who remained in the camp, government's closing camp, hey, you guys got to get out. So these people did get out. They were forced to get out. The government paid for their transportation back to wherever they came from. That's $25 traveling, expensive. They came back, this is Central California, and met things like this on their own home, on their own property. This is common. This was happening in Hood River where I was born and reared. It was not on the farm, but it was in the store building. They would say no Jap trade wanted, no Jap, no Jap. This lasted until 1951, 6 years after the war. When Miki and I returned to Hood River, well, we visited Hood River where my brother was living, there were still 1 or 2 such signs like that in the store. These are people who call repatriates. These are these same men who says, man, this country is no good to us, and it's not as good to us, they put us in camp, we got no trial, and they never did a trial. So they said, back to this country, I'm going back to my old country, Japan, because they were citizens of Japan, not citizens of the United States. Remember, they could not become citizens of the United States until 1952. The war was all gone. So these guys, there's many thousands of these men and their families too went back. And the reason the families went back is because in the Japanese tradition and culture, it's the old man, the father, that is the boss. And he says, if you go or you do something, you shovel the walks or you fail the hay, you don't question father. And so young children and the wives, lots of them went back. In fact, over 5,000, we say like me, went back to the United States and went back to Japan with their parents because they figured they had no choice. So they became automatic heroes. A lot of them lost their citizenship, and eventually a lot of them came back.
At this time, too, the families were broken up, or many families were broken up, because the children didn't want to go to Japan, and they wanted to serve their country, whereas the parents would be on the other side, saying, no, you've got to come with us. And so we had the loyal and disloyal.